How's it going, people, and welcome back to the Outdoor Builders Club. Today we'll be checking out some more of the latest and greatest Starfield mods, including a brand new player home situated on the long abandoned old Earth, certain iconic locations and characters from a galaxy far, far away, and even a mod that will add a whole new game mode to Starfield and make it play much more like an FPS. Links to each mod can be found in the description below, and everything can be downloaded from Nexus mods. There are a couple that are on creations, and I'll be sure to point them out along the way for any of you console players, but if you're new to the channel or to modding Bethesda games, make sure you subscribe for more Starfield content, and if you enjoyed the video then please remember to leave a like. Thank you guys for all your support so far, but for now let's jump back into the video and check out some more of the latest Starfield mods. If you're like me and you're always looking for more Star Wars mods to add to your load order, then I definitely recommend you try the mod Star Wars Tatooine by Radical Clown Friend. This mod will add a brand new standalone planet to your Starfield that will be extremely familiar to almost all the Star Wars fans out there. Tatooine can be found orbiting a brand new star called Tatoo, which will be situated not far from the Perimeter system. Unfortunately, however, this isn't actually a binary star, but don't worry too much as this mod uses a custom skybox to add the second sun in, which can make some absolutely beautiful and very nostalgic twin sunsets. Tatooine will now be home to a wide range of memorable Star Wars creatures that can be seen roaming the deserts. You'll also be able to find some awesome new POIs, including Tusken Raider camps, Imperial patrols, and even a few skirmishes between the Rebels and the Empire. These new POIs will feature a whole bunch of Star Wars factions and characters with awesome new weapons and armors for you to collect. You may even be lucky enough to come across a Jawa sandcrawler where you can trade with the little fellas and acquire a whole lot of new items that this mod has to offer, which will include a few clothing items, some iconic spacesuits, and a whole list of deadly Star Wars blasters for you to purchase. Before downloading this mod, you will need to install Radiclown's Star Wars Resources mods, one for all the different types of aliens, droids, and resources you might come across, and the other for all the new blasters included. These mods will act as the base files for this mod and any of Radiclown's future Star Wars projects. However, they won't actually do anything on their own. But this could really be the start of something very exciting for Starfield modding, especially if you're a big Star Wars fan, as Tatooine is the first of many planets to come to the settled systems. Radiclown says their goal is to eventually create a whole separate Star Wars universe you can travel to, which sounds pretty amazing. I'm really excited to see what comes next in this series of mods. I can't wait to visit more iconic planets and for them to actually have their own quest lines. And some good news for all you console players out there, Radiclown did state that they were intending to add this mod to creations, but it might take a little bit of time before that actually happens. However, one addition to this mod that we won't have to wait for is the introduction of one of Tatooine's most notable locations. This is Star Wars Mos Eisley by Fox 1120. This mod will add the town of Mos Eisley as a unique location on Tatooine and give you full access to this wretched hive of scum and villainy. The architecture is amazing and there are so many minor details that work together to bring this place to life. The town itself will contain a whole bunch of locations for you to visit and explore, like 2 cantinas where you can purchase a whole array of Star Wars inspired beverages and just relax for the day. Famous and iconic locations like the Dowager Queen crash site and the Desologit complex, also known as Jabba's townhouse, which is protected by the Hut guards but is currently inaccessible to enter. There are also brand new merchants around the city, including the Scavenger's Drawer from the Star Wars Outlaws game and another Jawa sandcrawler with a merchant who will sell you a whole load of Star Wars stuff, including the deed to this R5 droid who can then become one of your companions. There is even a market district where you can find a plethora of new unmarked stalls that will sell you anything from weapons to resources. And Mot El, a droid at the end of the market strip, will allow you to purchase every piece of new clothing implemented by these new mods. And this is just the beginning for Mos Eisley as well, as the mod author said that they have some big future plans, including some more POIs like more shops, Jabba's palace, and even a place for you to call your own in the Outlaw City with added new player homes. So if you want to add a bit more Star Wars into your Starfield, then you should definitely give these mods a go. However, if you're looking for a new location that's a bit more lore friendly, you should try downloading the mod Colony 1 from Relentless Positivity. This mod will add a brand new space station orbiting around Jemison that features an entire UC colony that lives amongst the stars. Once you have docked and boarded the space station, the first thing that you'll probably notice is the sheer scale of the place. The space station is absolutely massive and the giant windows grant you some incredible views of Jemison and Alpha Centauri. Colony 1 is a bustling new community and will include many of the typical amenities that you'd expect to find in the settled systems. For the hungry or thirsty spacefarer, there is a bar/cafe where you can buy a wide range of different drinks and other consumable items, and there is even a Chunks restaurant on board the station for you and your crew to relax relax at, and enjoy a deliciously cubed meal. You can also make use of all the other basic facilities on Colony 1, like the ship service station, which will feature its own technician and a bunch of different crafting benches, a Reliant Medical, where you can fix yourself up and purchase some aid items, and a United Colonies office with its own mission board specifically for UC SysDef missions. But if you aren't a part of SysDef, there are still plenty of other mission boards dotted all around the place for you to pick up some extra side jobs. There is also a Jemison Mercantile aboard the station where you can buy some new clothing, resources, and all the other stuff that you can buy from the store down in New Atlantis. But this Jemison Mercantile is slightly different, as you will also be able to purchase yourself a brand new apartment. There's not a whole lot to show, as the layout is pretty basic, just a one room and a bathroom, but it does come with a mirror where you can customize your appearance and an infinite capacity safe for you to store all of your stuff. The apartment will set you back about 50,000 credits, however the view of Colony 1 from your window is pretty nice, and it will also come with a couple of everyone's favourite plushies, so I'd definitely say that it's worth the price tag. The rest of the Colony 1 station is quite empty, but I'm guessing that just means it's room for expansion, which probably means that there is still much more to come from this mod, which is great because I think this mod is awesome. I can't believe there aren't more space stations like this in the vanilla game because it's such a cool concept for a settlement. I'm sure most of us are familiar with the Team Deathmatch game mode, which has been a staple in most modern shooters for a while now, but if not, it's essentially a game of two opposing teams fighting each other to achieve a certain amount of kills, which will determine the winner of the match. And being completely honest, it's not really a mechanic that I ever imagined to be available in Starfield, but that was until I found the mod HAL's Team Deathmatch system by HyperAstros League. This mod will give you the power to play your very own configured team deathmatches in Starfield, which basically means you'll be able to play the iconic FPS game mode in Starfield's single player universe. You will now have the ability to design and customize every single aspect of the new team deathmatch mode, from the number of players on either team to how many kills needed to win the match, and even the quality of the rewards that you'll receive once the game is over. At one of your outposts, you should first place down some of the new spawn markers for your allies and enemies. This will represent where either team's players will start the match, and the shared markers will act as respawn points. You will then want to place down the new controller. This device will allow you to configure all your settings and parameters for your exhibition, and the matches themselves are extremely enjoyable. The power is really in your own hands with all the different types of scenarios that you can design and develop. If you want to just casually mow down your enemies and have a competent squad behind you, you can have that, or you can really create some difficult setups for yourself, like playing on the mod's challenge difficulty, or even just yourself up against 99 other opponents. And if you chuck in a few outpost mods as well, you can really create some interesting map designs too. But if you'd like to see a full introduction of how to get started with this mod, you should check out my intro guide here, where we take a closer look at how to use HAL's system and gives a deep dive into how to get started. The mod author left a comment on that video saying that there are quite a few big changes coming, so it's definitely one to keep an eye on too. I think this mod is really fun and definitely a great way to earn XP. If you're up for a bit of mindless combat, then you should definitely give it a go. If you're a fan of the Halo games and you wish you could use some of their awesome weaponry in Starfield, you should download the mod Halo UNSC Armory by Ratatoskir. This mod will add 5 UNSC weapons to your Starfield, including one of each different gun type, so it's perfect for any style of play. The MA40 is an iconic assault rifle and great for most scenarios, but if you're looking for something with a bit more power but similar sort of range, you can try the BR75 battle rifle. And for all you snipers out there, you can craft the SRS 99S7, but for more close quarter firefights, you can craft the Bulldog shotgun or the Mark V sidekick. All of these futuristic military weapons can be crafted at an industrial workbench, and it will only cost you some iron, titanium and aluminium. And they will also come with multiple mods that you can apply at a weapons workbench. These will help you get the most out of your UNSC weapons and upgrade them to their full potential. Unfortunately, however, these weapon mods don't currently possess any meshes to them, so you won't actually be able to see your new upgrades. But the mod author said that creating meshes for them and adding skins to your weapon is definitely on their to-do list, so hopefully you'll be able to customize them very soon and make them feel more unique. I like this mod a lot, and these weapons are very suited to Starfield. However, I would like to see the animations be fixed, as they're currently not synced up at all, and don't even bother trying to aim with the shotgun, as it will just completely take up your whole screen. I'd also like the digital round counter to work on the MA40 and not just be a pointless blue screen. However, I'm sure all these issues are likely to be fixed in future updates. But it's no good just having some UNSC weapons in the game without actually having the Master Chiefs and that's why we have the mod Halo Mark 6 Armor by Michael Oliver. This mod will add everyone's favourite Spartan spacesuit, specifically from Halo Infinite into Starfield, and to get your hands on Master Chief's armor, you'll need to head to the storage room at the back of the spaceport in New Atlantis. To access this room, you'll first need to unlock the terminal on the wall, and inside you'll find a crate containing your new spacesuit and a few spares for all your companions. I say a few spares, there's actually 50 sets of each part of the armor, which includes the suit, helmet and boost pack. The Chief's armor currently only comes with one skin, however it does look great and fits really well into the Starfield universe. A massive shout out to Vicus Dickus as well, as this mod used to have some major mesh issues until they stepped in and helped out. Now the armor looks perfect for all you Halo fans out there, and I think it makes an awesome spacesuit for Starfield. Speaking of which, if you ever manage to get hold of the Constellation Mark 1 spacesuit that can be found in the lodge's basement, then you should definitely grab the mod Prime Armor Skins Mark 1 spacesuit by X2357. This mod will add 18 new unique skins for you to convert your Mark 1 spacesuit and completely customize it exactly how you want. To apply these skins, you will first need rank 1 in spacesuit engineering, and then you can head over to the spacesuit workbench and get to tailoring your new suit. You can now choose from multiple different colors and various different patterns, and you can apply these unique skins to your helmet, spacesuit and boost pack. And you can even mix and match them to create your own personal style and come up with some very unique looks. I think this mod is great as it gives you a ton of options to customize the Mark 1 suit and look like a total badass, but still be part of the Constellation gang. X2357's Prime Skin series encumbers loads of different weapons and armors now. I'd love to see them make an all-in-one mod that includes everything, as their new skins just give you so much more customization options. And for all you console players out there, this is one of the few mods on the list that is actually available on Nexus and Creations, so you can actually use these skins on PC or Xbox. If you ever found yourself hunting around for a specific planet or star system in the galaxy, you'll know that it can sometimes be quite time consuming. But that's where the mod Starware Search Engine by Lauren Kiar comes in. This mod will introduce a dynamic search engine to Starfield's star map, allowing you to locate any planet, moon or system in just a matter of seconds. To make use of this brand new feature, simply open up the star map and press Q to access the new search bar. You can enter the full name or just part of whatever it is you're trying to locate, and then you'll be presented with the results of any location that features whatever you searched. To navigate the results menu, simply press the number that comes before your chosen planet and the menu will automatically take you to wherever it is you want to go. This mod is a great feature and can really save you a whole lot of time when trying to find a specific planet in Starfield. But for now, let's shift our focus from the star map to Starfield's heads-up display. This is Sci Fi HUD, Star Wars inspired by Deity Venji. This mod will give a refreshing sci-fi update to Starfield's HUD and give it a futuristic new look. The main file will change the vanilla radar and health bars to look much more space age, which is suitable for any playthrough, especially a modded Star Wars one. And you can also add 2 optional files that will alter the appearance of some of the game's scopes, and even add a blue overlay to your scanner to again make it feel more like Star Wars. Each type of scope will now come with its own unique set of crosshairs, and these are very in keeping with the other changes made by this mod. However, I do think the short scope design is a tad large and slightly distracting. Changing the HUD is a very simple yet very effective way to refresh your Starfield. It's something that you're looking at all the time, so switching it up can actually make quite a big difference. Therefore, if you want to change the look of your HUD to something a bit more sci-fi, then I think you should definitely give this mod a go. Planet Earth in 2330 has undergone a lot of changes from the blue planet we all know and call home today. But with the mod Earth Dome Home by Downfall Nemesis, you can now re-inhabit the human race's former home and move back to where it all began. The dome will protect you from all the harmful radiation and lack of atmosphere and provide you with a safe space to call your own. But when first entering the dome, things might look a little bit dark, but flip the switch by the entrance and watch the sky above you light up your beautiful new settlement. Head down the pathway and you'll come across your brand new household, which will feature pretty much everything you'll ever need from a player home. Downstairs you can find a crafting room with a bunch of different types of workbenches, a kitchen with a working stove and fridge to store all your food items, and a living room that comes with access to a navigation console. Also downstairs is a bathroom where you can change your appearance using the mirror. Taking a shower will leave you feeling refreshed and even grant you an XP buff. Upstairs you can find the master bedroom that has plenty of storage and of course a bed for you to get some well-deserved rest. And the final room upstairs is your new office office which features some weapon storage, a safe to secure most of your precious items, and a terminal that will allow you to disable the furniture in any of the rooms, so you can fully customize and redecorate the house however you'd like. Outside you will have your own garden with the only known forms of life on the planet, and you can also find a very tranquil hot spring where you can sit down and relax, which will actually fortify your health and even boost your XP, so it's well worth taking the time to stop and chill for a bit. I think that this player home is beautiful and extremely functional. This is probably my favourite one out of all of NEM's player homes, so hats off to them. And if you'd like to move into the only living outpost on humanity's former homeworld, then you can find this mod on the Nexus page and on Creations, so this one can actually be used on PC and Xbox. And that is our list of some of the latest and greatest Starfield mods available. Hope you found some mods you'd like to check out for yourself, and remember to endorse any of the mods that you enjoy. That being said, if you enjoyed this video, then please remember to leave a like. And if you want to see more Starfield mods, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. But that'll be it from me today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.
You won't regret it. Come on, dance! Go crazy!
Get some Aurora and let loose. Yeah?